Well, this is the time of year when people are opening up their pocketbooks and giving back to charitable causes, but you need to do so with caution. Here to give us some advice is our legal analyst, Jeff Hosford from Hosford Law Firm. Jeff, great to have you here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, just this week, we heard from the Tupelo Fire Department warning people about giving to someone who was going door to door, and also letting people know that the fire department never goes door to door to ask for money. Unfortunately, people take advantage of other people's generosity during this time of year.
Obviously, during this time of year, people look to the weaknesses of people, and that being that they're trying to be more giving, trying to help people out, and they use that to their advantage to take money from people that are thinking they're helping others, when in fact they're just giving this person money that they're going to use to benefit themselves.
If you've in fact given money to an organization that you later found out was fraudulent, what's the next step?
Well, obviously the next step is to report it to the local police department so they can help others not do the same thing that you've done. And number two, if it's a big organization, you might try to get your money back, but usually the people that take this money are fly by the night and they disappear, and you can't track them down, and there's no way to get your money back. The one thing that I tell everybody when donating money is to find an organization that you feel comfortable with, check that organization out, and make sure you give it through their resources. For example, when you walk in Walmart, there's a gentleman or a lady ringing a bell. That's an easy way to identify that they're collecting money. You have other places that do it through online sources. You have places that you can go to their stores and donate money. It's just one of those things that sometimes you have to do a little bit of research to make sure that the place you're giving the money to is doing what you're wanting them to do with the money, and not using it for their own good or for the benefit of the employer.
And there are in fact organizations that do make phone calls, they solicit that way, but you just have to be very careful about giving out information over the telephone, and if at all possible, just don't do it, really.
Well, the number one thing is you don't want to give out information that's going to cause you to have more trouble from the possibility of you being a good person. You don't want to give them your information to your credit card or your bank account information that would possibly lead them to take more money out of your account than you're allowing them to. One thing I always say is make sure that you protect your identity, and the way you do that is by keeping your information safe. And that's assuring that the people that you're working with are good people and they're checked out by other people.
All right, good information, Jeff. We appreciate your insight on it. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for having me.